Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Four Emperors podcast. My name is Nick.
Summer?
Just go.
What's up? I'm Joy.
Yeah, Harrison too. Yeah,
Wow, I can feel the enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, we're
You
all
know
lively
what?
today.
Honestly,
You know what?
I think it's just because there's no chapter, and since there is no chapter, we're gonna talk
Hold up.
about some questions about One Piece.
It's because I was holding back the iCarly thing while you were counting down.
No,
He didn't say
no.
the two though in the countdown. It was 5, 4, 3, and then he went.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Just
terrible.
to cut you guys off. Anyways,
I was still
so
thinking it.
I scoured the list of the internet, and I went on
What? Hold up. The internet?
the internet. You know,
The
I didn't make
internet's
this
just one
up.
big list.
I didn't
Oh
make
my
these.
god, the
this
World
list up.
Wide Web?
Yes, the www. All right, and then I
Dot-
found a list with some questions, some interesting
Cream.com.
questions I would like to know, because I knew you guys for like a year and a half now. But I don't know what your guys' favorite out of these questions are, or the answer. So we're gonna ask,
I know
and we're
what the
gonna
last one
start
is.
off. You say you wanted to go last.
I know what Joy's is gonna say for most of these.
Say.
I could probably guess as well. But first question, we're gonna start off with Summer.
Oh, hello?
How did you get into One Piece?
That's a really boring story.
I was
saw-
told to watch it.
Nah, nobody told me to watch it. I just saw it come up in a couple of videos. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I watched it. And it took me like 3 years to catch up.
Interesting.
How
That's it.
riveting.
I know, right?
How original. All right. Very, very, very intriguing story. Harrison, your
Okay.
turn.
All right, so my first exposure to One Piece was my friend. You guys know him as Kisame, and he was in my room, and we were watching One Piece. And I remember it was the episode where Luffy used Gum Gum Balloon for the first time, and Nami was really freaked out. And I saw that, and I'm like, okay, this looks cool. And then I watched it, and it took me a long time, but we're caught up now. So woo.
Another
Kisame's not even caught up.
interesting story.
Yes, very.
All right, Joy.
Alright, so I first seen it back in 2007. What got me interested was the fight between Luffy versus Lucci when he was in his hybrid form against Luffy in Gear 2nd. So I was watching that clip. I was like, yo, what is this about? I read what it was about, like what the fight was. It was, someone described it as Rubber Boy versus Panther Guy. I was like, what? This sounds
Panther
awesome.
guy.
And so I watched from there. I was hella interested. So this was about 2008. I was like, you know what? This looks fucking awesome. So I just decided to read from there. But I guess what got me into it was Lucci versus Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's going to be his favorite fight.
I wonder
Cough.
if that's gonna be his favorite villain.
Honestly, foreshadowing. All right. So, for me, since I'm a lot older than you guys, I
Very much
remember
so.
watching.
You're so great.
I know.
Weird flex.
I know. No, it's not a flex at all. All right, so I remember watching Toonami at night. And like all those shows, like like anime was starting to get into the whole Toonami scene. They were showing Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z and everything.
No.
I know.
Hell yeah.
Then I remember waking up. I remember falling asleep and waking up one night to I'm pretty sure it was one of like the first episodes of it was the Buggy episodes. And I was like, yo, what is this? I was like, what did I wake up to? And I just couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, all right, what time is it? It is. And I was like, oh, it's this time. All right, I'm going to stay up again and see if it comes on again. I did that for a week to watch the next episode, and because I didn't know what it was gonna be on, and it came on. I was like, sweet, One Piece. Watched a little bit of it, and then I started doing more things. Soccer season came on. I went back. I was in school, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. So then one day I went to the mall with my friends, and at our mall we had like this like not Oriental, like this Japanese store where they had like a bunch of like, like they had figures. They had a bunch of like all this Japanese merchandise, but it wasn't like for like
Oh, that's
anime.
kind of badass.
It was just for like like just like like the Lucky Cats and like flags and stuff.
Nicolas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, like look, they have books. I read I read like Harry Potter. I read all these other things, and
Oh, fun
I
fact about
found
Harry Potter, I just
like
learned.
manga, and I was like, oh shoot, like what is this?
And that was all she wrote.
And then I found the One Piece manga, and that's when I was like, holy crap, like I need to find this. So I actually found it like online first. And this is like when I was like, what? I don't freaking remember, like 12 or something like that. And I found it on there, started reading it, and then I found out that, the volumes are coming to in America. So I asked my dad, I was like, hey dad, like, can I please have like, I'm buying books. And he knew I bought comic books and everything. He's like, yeah, okay, like, here's some money. I finally got the money. And I finally started buying the manga, and I was like, holy crap. Like, I started buying, like, to read it and everything. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And that's how I got into it. I know it's not like a lot of people probably is like, oh, you should watch this show. Oh, all right, I'll check it out. I found it, and not through internet means like YouTube or anything. I just found it through like just staying up and just watching it. Which is
Okay.
I think that's really cool.
The Toonami now is like Black Clover, Attack on Titan, and stuff like.
Yep.
I
They're
don't
still
wanna
showing. They're still showing like old stuff as well.
They showed like Dragon Ball, I think.
Yeah. Sadly,
My
that they
Hero
still haven't gotten out of that.
Academia. My Hero Academia.
I remember when they were doing Bleach, dude. That was so awesome.
Honestly,
But
go ahead, Summer.
I didn't find Toonami until like really later when they stopped showing all that stuff. Cause like I didn't have
Oh,
a
you
TV
missed out.
I didn't have like a TV growing up. Like I did, but it was shut off at a certain time, and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
so
like
it's
when
hard
like
to do Toonami and shit.
Toonami was just so good. Like they just showed like I remember watching like FMAB and FMA on there as well. That was really good. All right. Let's go to the question number 2. Since
Yeah.
obviously the Straw Hats are amazing, we decided to choose who's your non-favorite Straw Hat
Or favorite non-straw.
or favorite
That's
non-Straw
easy.
Hat.
His non-favorite
Fine,
straw hat.
non-favorite. Yeah, that would be that.
Straw
That
hat.
would, yes, that would be. Yeah, you're right. Who's your favorite non-Straw Hat? And anyone can just go.
Caesar Clown.
Why?
Caesar's
Because he's
great.
awesome.
I completely get it.
He's so funny, and I just relate to him because he's like a scientist. I want to be a scientist.
You just have to say I'm a scientist.
I mean, I'm not a scientist yet.
She's in training.
I'm in training.
All right. That's
I
really
guess
good.
college is in training.
College is in
Crazy.
training.
I'm crazy.
Very well.
Even when he was the villain and like he was testing on children, like I can't. I told Joy like, I know I should hate this villain, but I don't. I really don't.
Don't worry, I didn't hate him either.
Don't worry. I didn't hate him either.
He's just so likable.
Did you?
Does anyone?
Were you in the camp that wanted them to join the crew?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Me
There
neither.
was no way they let him join. the
Caesar
crew.
for straw hat.
Honestly, all of them have like good like backstories, and Caesar's just like, oh, I like
I murdered some
experimented on
kids.
kids.
I hated his flashback hair. That's the only thing I don't like about him.
That clip can be taken out of context.
Yeah, right. All right. So my favorite Straw
The
Hat.
whole arc?
Non-straw hat.
Yeah, you're
Non-Straw
right.
Hat.
My favorite non-straw hat is Whitebeard. I honestly think like
Interesting.
he was teased through like Alabasta, um, and at the end of Water 7, and when we finally saw him, dude, like everyone was like, oh yeah, like he's the
buff.
boss.
He is
Like,
buff, and he
yeah,
doesn't even have a beard.
he
But I don't care.
honestly he has a
White
mustache.
mustache.
To be
Like,
fair, it's just
it's just a
Japanese
Yeah,
translation.
yeah,
language.
I know, I know, Joy. God damn it, Joy. I know.
But
Sorry, I
like,
just had to come in and ruin your
and like he just
mindset.
comes in and is just like, yeah, I'm the star character in this arc, and
He's daddy.
he is the daddy.
He came in guns blazing. I mean, the first thing he did was create two tsunamis, so it's pretty badass.
Yeah, honestly, he's like, yeah,
Oh.
we're all gonna drown.
No, his like first appearance was him drinking sake while being hooked up to a bunch of medical supplies.
No, yeah, but like, yes,
Yeah.
That was
but-
pretty badass. Not gonna
No,
lie.
yes, but I just think like when him like stepping up, like when the Moby Dick shows up and you just see like, and you just hear him like climbing up the steps and everything, and everyone's like, oh fuck, like, oh no, he's coming.
Oh Lord, he
Yeah,
come.
but that he's just like, it was really hard to like pinpoint to him, but I would just probably just say him for now. Joy, you can go.
Alright, so I have a weird one. Sure. It's not Lucci, so be shocked.
Is it hot toddy?
It's
Hot
no,
John?
it's it's Fisher Tiger. Actually.
Hell yeah!
I could see that.
I like Fisher Tiger.
I
He's
just
so cool.
like everything he did with the story. He was a cool character. He impacted a lot of things, even though we don't get to see him.
We got a flashback of him on Fishman Island. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like him a lot. Like, he's also one of my friends. Like I introduced him to One Piece. He's also that's his like favorite like non-straw hat, and like he actually got like
Respect.
sad when he died. I was like, dude, like I know.
Me too. Even though we all knew he was gonna die again.
We all knew that.
Yeah,
he
it's
was
like one of those
already
things, like-
dead, but it was still sad.
Yeah, it's like one of those things like, well, we don't see you in this story and you're never brought up, so I guess you die? Like
No, he was brought up a lot.
No, I know, but like he was like never like brought up as like, oh yeah, so Fisher Tight like it's, oh, he's just doing this. It's like, oh,
Plus,
you just
we
never
wouldn't
brought
have
up.
Boa without him. So, Pog.
Right.
Hey,
I
Connor.
can see that. I'm not surprised by that, by the way.
Dope.
All right, Harrison.
I was also not surprised.
Yeah, I feel kind of basic listening to all you guys stuff, but my favorite non-straw hat is Law.
Basic.
Oh, God.
there's
What do you freaking expect?
I'm not gonna lie, he's probably in like the top 5 favorite non-straw hats. Just because, we've been with them. We were introduced to him in Sabaody, and then he came back in oh my god, was it Punk Hazard, and he's literally
Actually, showed up
been
in
with them.
Marineford too. He's the one that saved Luffy.
I forgot about that. Yes, and we've literally been with him since 2013.
Jesus, man.
Like, that's so long. We've been
He's
with him
bona
for
fide straw
that
hat, man.
long. So I completely understand like why you would say that. I mean, he's obviously not an honorary, like he's not like an official straw hat or anything.
He's not. He's an honorary straw hat. He's on the crew.
All right.
Like, let's see. What have we gotten from him? His Devil Fruit, probably one of the coolest in the series, just by like the sheer.
Alright, so we know what your answer for later is.
Oh, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. His Devil Fruit, absolutely amazing. The fact that he when he cut the S8, the SAD or whatever the heck it was, when he cut those generators open on Punk Hazard and just sliced the whole freaking mountain as well. It was sick, to put it lightly. And then you also have him gammon knifing Dolphy, which
I'm
was
assuming.
also great.
I'm assuming you really liked when he cut up that mountain range.
Yeah, it's nice. That's what I just said.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Damn. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually don't really like Law too much. I think he's an overrated character.
I like him, but not too
but-
hyped up about him.
Going into that, I hope he dies in Wano.
Ooh.
I feel like he kind of has to die at one point. The eternal life surgery's been set up way too much.
True. He'll probably use it against I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna use it on, but Kaido's gonna fuck somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be
I
necessary.
think
Beppo. I hope he uses it on Beppo.
Bro, imagine. I
It's an
think,
immortal
I think I'd laugh so hard.
Beppo's dying. Okay, we'll use the immortal surgery on
It's
you.
like it's
Beppo's
not on
back
anyone
forever.
important. It's just Beppo.
Yeah.
Beppo ends up taking out Kaido with his eternal youth.
Bro, Apu's taking out Kaido. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the next question. Favorite arc?
This is an easy one.
Same.
So for me, I guess I'll go first and stall a little bit. My favorite arc is Sabaody Archipelago
Oh my god,
for the
Joy.
series.
It's a
So
good one.
Joy.
It's-
That's my favorite too.
is it really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Respect. So there's so many good moments in Sabaody. Like obviously Luffy. I'm gonna go with the big one. Luffy hitting the Celestial Dragon. What else, dude? There's all the supernovas when you're introduced to them.
Oh my
We got
god.
Kizaru for the first time. We got
We got that one
a bunch of
fat dude.
pacifistas.
Yeah. Hockey.
Sentomaru? You called him?
We got like maybe not used like for the first time, but it's used against Luffy. Armament hockey is used against him.
Yeah, Sentomaru was the first one to showcase armament, wasn't he?
He was the first to show leveled up armament.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, no.
I love the
It was-
ending though when like
It was
Kuma's like
Raylan.
making them disappear and Luffy's just screaming.
And
He's
Luffy
like,
has a breakdown.
Yes. He's
I
like,
love that scene.
oh,
All right,
oh,
guys,
God.
I'm back.
That's what made it my
What are we
favorite.
on?
Bienvenido. There we go.
Welcome back, Nick.
What are we on?
We were talking about
favorite
arc.
All right. What is everyone's answer, or whoever answered?
Me and Joy already went. We had the
were
same
your-
answer.
Sabaody.
Yeah. I would
Alright.
give you let's give a high five across the lake.
All right, Harrison.
I'm going with Water 7 Enies Lobby. I'm counting that as one arc. I'm not counting that towards the saga thing since it's just
No, it's a saga. It's
No,
a
it's an arc.
saga, Megan.
it's one arc.
No, it's
I'm
definitely a saga.
It's definitely an arc.
It's
Ooh.
literally called Water 7 Saga.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be I'll be the judge. Harrison, I 100% agree with you. It is
Oh,
an
yes!
arc.
It's
it is a saga, but screw it. I just think, for me, Water 7 and Enies Lobby is peak One Piece. And
Disagree.
I would probably say in the aspect of like everything. I could also say that not what was it? Sky Pia
think
is
it's one of the
also
peaks.
peak One Piece. Like
See, I think they have many peaks.
That doesn't make sense.
Many peaks.
It's just one giant plateau of all god tier content.
There's a mountain range.
It's
of
just a
peaks.
boob.
They all.
Yeah.
it's just
that's
a
what I
boob.
was
It goes
saying.
up and down.
It's like the Himalayas. They're really, really high.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Himalayas, but I was like, no, that sounds dumb. So I'm not
Alright.
gonna say it. And then you said it.
So
Did
for
it
my
sound dumb?
yes.
Yes.
So it's a valley. It goes up and then it goes down versus the Foxy arc a little bit, and then it goes right back up to Water 7 Skypiea.
Foxy
And
Mon.
Foxy's
Foxy
still
Arc's
good.
underrated.
No, I would say it's good, but it's not on
Luffy
par
is
with
strong as
Skypiea. It's not on par with Skypiea and Water 7.
Afro Luffy.
Okay.
Exactly.
Luffy.
Afro Luffy is strongest Luffy.
So, I 100% agree with you. It's peak, it's for me it's peak One Piece. It has, the best looking artwork. I would say it has some of the best moments in that arc. Moments that we are going to talk about later cuz I already know it's some of my favorite moments in there. Awesome. that's yeah, that's
Let's see, what all do we have? We have Luffy versus Usopp. We have Robin screaming, "I want to live." We have Frankie streaking through the streets of Water 7.
we have
It's all great.
we have one of the last times where all the straw and actually it's the last time where all the Straw Hats individually had a fight.
Really?
Yep.
Not even Fishman Island?
No, because people
had a
jointed in
group
that
fight.
fight. They were jointed. Like everyone has an individual fight.
Ah.
Robin having a fight? What?
What?
It must be hot.
She fought Frankie.
I mean, she
and Spondo.
No, well, she fought. I would say her fight was with Spandam.
she bit the stairs. Okay, the stairs were really mean to her.
But that was a good saga.
Wow.
Arc.
Okay.
Arc.
So next
Yeah.
question:
Favorite.
what's everyone's favorite saga then?
I would love to say Ennie's Lobby in Water 7 out of spite for this, but I think it has to go to the East Blue Saga. Honestly,
Damn. Same. I
Me
just
too.
like.
When I-
Yikes.
No,
when
I was deciding. I was like East Blue.
when I think of One Piece, peak One Piece, I think of East Blue Saga, dude, because there's so much there.
Downhill from there.
It's so like it just sets everything.
Sorry,
up.
it goes uphill from there. You say peak. So when you say peak, you mean
Whiskey Peak is peak.
Whiskey Peak?
Whiskey Peak is rising up. That's
That's Alabasta Saga.
Peak One Piece is Luffy versus Zoro.
East Blue is at the end of Logtown.
Yeah, it ends at Logtown.
yeah. It ends at the end of Logtown, right?
Yeah.
It's called the
Or
Goat Ends.
after they go over the mountain,
Yeah,
reverse
after
mountain.
They go the reverse mountain.
It's that. Well,
I would say East Blue is like. I don't want to say it's like. I don't want to say when you know how when you say like weakest, people automatically assume, oh, you don't like it. I do. The only arc I really just do not like in One Piece is the Seer Village. I just think it's so boring.
It's a solid meh.
I think it's because I've been watching a lot of like early One Piece with my little brother. So it's
Good.
like,
Start him
oh my
off.
God,
Start him off young.
Yes, he's starting off very young. He even sings the theme song, guys.
Oh my yes.
It's not fair though. That arc, it's hard to get people to
Shown the four
watch
kids.
it when that's one of the first
Mhm.
arcs. Because
That
it
was just-
truly is one of the most boring parts of One Piece.
I would say it's the most boring. I like all other arcs better than it.
I mean, Thriller Bark was a little boring at times. That's just anime.
I would still
I've read
say
the manga
it's
for
still
it.
say it's a way better than that.
Oh yeah, Sir Village is, I'd say bottom of the barrel, but it's just decent.
All right, so your favorite arc, your favorite saga summer is East Blue as Joy's, like
Yeah.
Joy's. All right, Harrison, what's yours?
Stop agreeing with me, Joy.
Summit War.
Oh,
All right,
Marineford.
all right.
I mean,
I see we have very different tastes here, but
Yeah.
I respect it.
It was.
I'm like,
Summit
yeah.
War would be my favorite saga, except like at that point, I was taking a lot of breaks from One Piece because I just kept like getting, not that I wasn't enjoying it, but I was just getting tired of it, so I had to take a really long breaks from it.
Me every time I watch a Gintama episode.
Basically.
So it was like all through Marineford. I would watch it for like a week, and then I wouldn't watch it for another 2 months.
Feels bad, man.
I know,
Could never be me.
but it was me.
All right. So my favorite saga is, so I went back and forth with this. I'm not gonna say Water 7 because I think that's all like a whole. I prefer Water 7 and Nizami to be one arc. I would say the three that I really were looking at was the Summit War, the Four Emperor Saga.
What we're in right now?
I would probably no, because I think I would loop in Punk Hazard with Dressrosa and Wano. I would loop and oh my god,
Was Whole Cake?
Zunisha? No, what was it? Zoe, my bad. Yeah, Zoe. I would loop those all in together. But I think it's just like the one arc, but I guess they're counting Big Mom as well in that.
I mean, she is a uncle.
So like it kind of like that kind of falls off. So I would probably say the top two are Summit War, and then my personal favorite saga is Alabasta. Like,
Oof.
I just think Whiskey Peak.
I'm sorry, Nick.
We get Luffy versus Zoro.
Rated.
We get Luffy versus
Zoro.
Zoro. Then we get to meet the Giants. We get Usopp, making the connection with the Giants. Then we get
Dory and Froggy, Nick. Come on, you gotta
Dory and Froggy. We get the famous scene of Zoro going, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have a cool pose. He just has like his sword out. He's like, oh, you guys should definitely make your pose now because we meet Chopper. Amazing backstory, like amazing. That was we finally find out the Will of D. It's just so good. Then we meet Mr. 2. We meet Bonchan.
Bonchan.
Exactly. I just think it's amazing. I think Crocodile is one of the best villains also in One Piece.
Certainly, top 5.
And then Luffy outsmarts him. He doesn't just say, "I'm gonna beat you up." He's like, "Oh."
He does, but he does it while covered in water.
But while he does it, but he's like, "Oh, wet sand, hard, make hard." Like I just pictured that that's how Luffy did, like wet sand, hard, me punch, like. And then we get Robin joining. It's such a good saga. That personally, that's my best.
The introduction of the Will of P.
Exactly. Oh, the Will of P. All right, never mind.
Bro, if not for Little Garden in fucking Drum Island, Alabasta Saga would be so low for me. Because it was just... Besides the Kung... what were they called?
The Kung Fu Lions?
Yeah, the Kung Fu... those guys.
Dugongs. Like the Pokemon.
Dugongs. Yeah. That arc is... It's just a pain in my eyes.
What?
It's like a top 5 arc. What?
I wasn't a fan of Alabasta. I'm sorry.
Oh, I cannot wait until we do our arc rankings. I feel like all of Joy's arcs, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, Sierra Village is the best arc. What are you talking about?" Like,
absolutely not.
What's your least favorite arc in One Piece? Oh, that one. Oh, that's my favorite.
Feels Jaya is one of the greatest arcs in One Piece.
I
completely agree.
100% agree with you. Okay, now that my gosh, that's blasphemy. All right, let's go into favorite fight.
That one's easy.
All right, let's hear it.
Easy.
You wanna
Luffy
go
versus Lucci.
I'm Joey on this one.
I could just imagine Joy as like a 6-year-old, and he's watching Luffy versus Lucci. And you hear like
Bro,
guitar
it was so cool.
crawling in my skin. And then-
Okay.
I see, dude. When he used Gear Third against Lucci, and he had the big fist, I was like, "Oh, what is going on?"
So, my favorite is it's after the time skip. It's Luffy versus the Pacifistas, and like the
Oh,
whole Straw
I
Hat crew.
love the Straw Hat comeback arc.
I was so hyped. I was screaming throughout the whole house. I'm like, yes! I was just so pumped up. It was so great.
How happy were you when you dodged that first laser?
I was like, I was shaking in my boots, quaking.
Jeez, chill out, Summer God. That's
No.
the story.
No, it was a great fight.
She's like, oh.
Especially after all that anger with the fake Straw Hat crew.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That angered
love
me
that.
so much. It annoyed
I
me.
love
Is it the Malo Black? Is that
They
his
all
name?
looked like they were on crack.
that. Can't remember his name. He was so irrelevant, dude.
Caribou.
Caribou.
Oh
Caribou's
my,
back.
yes, Caribou. It's so
I love
bad.
how Caribou's still relevant. That's
Really?
Honestly, and
I
he
hope
was
gets
introduced
stuck
in
a barrel
Wano.
again.
He was introduced in Wano, and then we'd never see him again.
I hope they meet him, he gets stuck in a barrel again, and that's all he does.
He's on Laugh Tale.
Stuck in
he's
a barrel.
there on Laugh Tale. You see in the background. You
He's
just see screaming.
Just in a barrel. I want him
That's
in a
what
barrel.
that's what the One Piece is, man.
All right.
It's Caribou in a barrel.
It starts off how it ends. Luffy's in a barrel. This time it's
honestly
Caribou in a barrel.
the next Pirate King. All right. So, for me, it was really hard to break this down. I really want to say Luffy versus Katakuri, because I just think like those guys are just like they're just like put together, and at first you don't think like it's like they're not alike, but they're just so much alike. I don't know why. I just get
I
the.
didn't
I don't-
like it very much.
I don't
I
like it in
don't
the
consider
anime.
that a fight, to be honest.
I don't like it in the anime. I liked it in the manga more. The anime was just way too dragged
I
out.
read the manga for it. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Like I just well, that's not my favorite. I was going to say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say that. That's probably like my number 2. But my favorite would have to be Luffy versus Usopp. Like I just think like the emotional weight like towards that when it's like, yo, this is like our first because we've had like Luffy and Zoro fight. You know, like we've had like other Straw Hats bicker, but this fight was just like like. Oh,
It was real.
It was a real emotional like wait. I remember watching this in the anime and I was like, dude, like what's gonna happen with Usopp? Like, is he honestly like gone? You know, like I didn't know. I honestly did not know what was gonna happen. And then it makes it even better like with Zoro in that speech where he's just like, no, like
Don't
he
do
fought,
it.
yeah, like he fought you. And like don't let him disrespect you like that. And like that's what like makes it, it's just like, dude, like come on, Usopp, like it is a boat, and I understood Usopp's point of view because it was like that boat came from his village. It was provided by like the girl that he's been talking to growing up for years. You know, like, and he was the person building it.
Yeah.
He was not building it. Sorry, he was the person fixing
I
it.
was gonna be a doctor.
And then Luffy's just like, hey, yeah, like we need to get a boat. Like we need to get a boat. Like, and it's just not working. You know, things aren't meant to last forever, which suck. And so I understand both sides. I really did. And it was just like, god damn, like what an emotional fight. Like it was so good.
I think like Luffy actually like for once he kind of like didn't let his emotions guide him,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Kind of like one of the first times he might have did that. And he's like, well, this is the ship is gone. It can't go anymore. We can't be emotionally attached to it like that. We gotta let it go.
Yeah, because my first thought watching this was like, oh, I figured with like Luffy would be like, no, this is like our first ship. Like, you know, like we can't get a new one. Like this is the first ship I had. Like this is like the first official ship I had with my flag. Like I want to bring this ship to the, to the end with me. And it was surprising just to hear him be like, hey, yeah, we need a new boat. Like, so I was like, oh, whoa. Like, damn, Luffy. Okay, I see you. So, yeah, that's like, it's just such a hard fight to watch. Because, like, everyone's, like, face and, emotional. You could, like, I feel like you felt every punch, like, Luffy hitting Usopp with.
I smelled the stank. I smelled that stank. It was stanky. Very stanky.
Whose turn? It's Harrison.
I'm also going with Luffy versus Lucci. I think it's definitely the best choreographed fight out of everything in One Piece. A lot of stuff post time skip gets a little rusty, primarily with Luffy and Dolphy's fight. I feel like that one is lacking, at least until Gear 4th happens and Luffy kicks the shit out of Dolphy. But
until he doesn't, and then he recharge.
Yeah, right. Until the 3, like the 10, 9, 8, 7. That countdown.
Yeah, Luffy versus Lucci.
I'm worried Oda doesn't know how to do fights anymore. So
I just think like
the Supernovas and Kaido.
Okay, so one of my friends brought this up. He's like, I think he said Naruto had better fights than One Piece. And I would probably say no. I would say One Piece fights are more emotional.
I'd say emotional, yes.
But then again, it's like Naruto's based off action. Like, I would probably say like I watched Naruto mainly to like see like cool fights, and then I got to the point where it was just all like, oh, my thing is my bomb is stronger than your bomb, and I was just like, yeah, I can care less now.
Naruto had some of the best choreographed fights, as much as I hate to admit it.
I would also agree with that. Yeah, I agree with you guys on most of these. All right, what's next? Or do you want to go into your your discussion? I'm sorry, Harrison.
No.
Oh, I was just thinking that one of my favorite moments with Luffy and Lucci was the moment where Luffy is about to fall over, and then the animation in the old anime where he straightens himself back up, and then he gets up, goes gear second. Then you see Jet Gatling just obliterating Lucci. Luffy putting every last bit of strength he has into it. It was glorious.
So good.
I will admit, yeah.
Boost from Usopp. Usopp, what are you doing
here? I will admit that is a really good fight. I wouldn't say it's. I don't know. I'd probably say it's in my top 5, but I think
Blasphemy.
I'd probably think it would be 5th though. I'd have to like really think about it. All right. Now we're going into best villain.
Oh God.
And I want to start off with this one. Look, I love Katakuri. I love what's his face? Crocodile. I just think Doflamingo.
Yeah, I knew it.
Was like, I know. I just think Doflamingo like was like such a presence through all.
I feel it.
And I also feel like his backstory helped. Like his dad was just like, oh, like, I don't want to be a Celeste. Like, I don't want to be a noble, like a celestial dragon anymore. Let's go down.
Yeah,
and
his
he was just like,
life
what?
Was ripped away from him.
Exactly. Dude, imagine like being like, you can literally wish for it and someone will give it to you. And then all of a sudden, you're just like, oh, now you have to work for everything? Bro, that would suck. Like, that would be horrible.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
So
that's
actually,
why. That's why. I think the backstory helped.
I had a tough time with this because I am tied between Dofi and Lucci for my favorite villain. It's hard to choose because they both had such a resounding impact on what was going on in the story. Dofi was just a massive presence and someone under Kaido, so it was just like, damn, we're not even to the big bad yet. But if he's more than this, what are we gonna do? But it was a great fight for that one. Dofi was awesome, but for Lucci, for me,
Here's
that
your
was the
first.
first time. That was the first time we ever seen Luffy just get pummeled like rubber. It didn't matter that he was rubber. He just absolutely destroyed Luffy, no matter what he did.
Well, Crocodile was there. I say he pummeled Luffy beforehand.
Well,
Same.
he sucked to Luffy. He didn't
Whoa,
really
whoa,
beat him up. Um, like it literally didn't matter that Luffy was rubber. He beat him onto the ground, and then he pierced them multiple times. Used the Rokugo gun. And there's nothing he could do, even in like a gear second. But I don't know. I guess just Luffy versus Lucci. It's in my head too much, and I guess that makes Lucci my favorite.
Joe watches that fight at least once a week.
I wouldn't
At
be
least
surprised.
once a day. 2 times a day.
All right. Harrison, you go.
Katakuri.
And that's in my top 3.
Oh, I
Like-
hate that answer. Oh.
Screw you, Joy. Look, Katakuri is one of the most perfect villains to fight Luffy just because of how different their ideologies toward each other are. Like, Luffy sees Katakuri as a superior version of himself because his devil fruit is literally just the better version of Luffy's. And then you got Katakuri, who he sees Luffy as a superior version of himself because Luffy is free to do whatever he wants while Katakuri's under the thumb of Big Mom. Plus, Luffy always, like, no matter what he does, he's pretty much accepted by people just because, I don't know, he's just a nice guy. Where Katakuri, anyone sees his mouth, they immediately start laughing at him. He's just great to, as like, in terms of a duality perspective for fighting Luffy. The only ones who, say, come close in that regard is, like, Blackbeard, just because how similar he and Luffy are. And then Akainu, but I don't think we've seen enough of him yet.
Mm-hmm. I would
So
probably
you
say
mean one fight is
Blackbeard
fun
and
enough.
Blackbeard would probably be my. He just needs like more. Even though he's had so much screen time, I feel like since he didn't have like an arc like dedicated to him versus
See, we
Straw
have
Hats.
a lot of him, but we haven't seen like that much of him. Like he just comes up and he's there and he does some shit, and then he's gone. We don't.
Yeah, but whenever Blackbeard shows up, you know shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, definitely. You know something's about to happen.
Speaking of which, rip Absalom.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
My
Fuck
boy
him.
just wanted to see women naked.
Honestly.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, Summer.
Okay, I just looked through the list of One Piece villains because I couldn't decide, and I picked one, and like this is
Caesar.
the only. I was looking through it, and there was only one character that kind of stuck in my mind through the whole thing, and that's Magellan.
Oh, I respect
yes.
that. Oh, okay.
Cause it was like he was such a different villain because he wasn't like a villain. He was like an antagonist to Luffy, but he was just doing his job.
Well, you could say that about the Marines as well.
My boy had the shit.
You could say that about like Akainu.
Magellan has a different feel to him. He
Well-
doesn't care. He's just trying to keep everything in line.
Yeah,
I'd say
Akainu,
Akainu is a different example.
Yeah, because he's like
but
he's
he was just doing his job. Like, what do you mean?
no, he's like dead
He
set on
definitely
being
hates
overboard.
pirates.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
but
he
that's
is
the whole
dead
point of
set
being a
on-
marine.
And
No, it's
Magellan,
not. Look at
Yes,
Aokiji.
no,
No,
he
no. Hold up.
I mean,
Aokiji
it's
hates
his
Marines as
definition
well.
of
He hates
absolute
He
justice.
doesn't hate pirate. I wouldn't say like he hates pirates or doesn't hate pirates. I would just feel like
does
he
hate
just views it
pirates.
as like, oh, I need to arrest pirates. Like that's my job. Akainu is the
No.
same way. He's just a dick.
No. I think
No.
Akainu is like he sees like pirates as like the devil, as like a Christian would see Satan. It just has to be purged. It doesn't matter like what this personality is. If they're a pirate, they are evil. They
Absolute
need to be
justice.
eradicated.
Well,
So that's his absolute justice thing. And I think Magellan, he probably doesn't like some pirates, but he also wasn't going out of his way to just punish people. Like, what was his like right hand in command that kind of like killed?
Hannibal.
No,
What?
the
What
one that
Hannibal?
was crazy and joined Blackbeard's crew.
Oh,
Do
shitty.
you?
Yeah. See, he was more Akainu. He just hated him and just wanted to kill him. But Magellan is not like that. And him just kind of like, you don't even get to see his full power. He just he just knocks out Luffy and he just barely. And Blackbeard too. Like both Blackbeard and Luffy couldn't. I don't think they could stand up to him, could they?
Blackbeard got one-shotted. His entire crew got one-shotted.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Shiryu, he'd be gone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But Luffy, people give him the people downplay Magellan because Luffy hit him and he tagged him, but I believe Magellan is damn near Yonko level with Venom.
For real.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
he
that.
punched him at what cost? He lost like
Nick.
10 years of his life.
If you had
Venom Demon.
He's literally Shigaraki right now.
no, well, I would agree with you that he's strong. I feel like he is like on a higher level than most people, but I wouldn't say.
No,
He
no.
can literally poison inanimate objects and have that poison and venom spread.
He can make a fucking dragon, and like literally the whole prison is scared of him. Like they are downright terrified when he comes out with his venom.
Imagine if this man didn't have the shits.
This guy didn't have the shit.
It has to. It has to do it. I just don't think like he is a scary. He is a good villain in like the sense of like he is just doing his job. He is his like devil fruit. I just think there's like I prefer crocodile.
Such a good fruit.
I prefer Blackbeard. I prefer Doflamingo. I prefer Katakuri. You know,
I don't like- Yeah.
that's just me.
After Whole Cake, like after I finished, I was like, I really like Katakuri, and now I just like, it was okay, yeah.
Well,
Only reason you don't like Katakuri is because I do like him, you freaking contrarian.
Because he has pink hair.
all right, and that's his best
I mean,
feature.
Yeah,
benefit,
I don't
but I
really
read
care
the
for
manga.
pink
He didn't
hair.
have pink hair then.
All right.
According to you,
He
has
still
pink-
doesn't have pink hair.
All right.
he doesn't.
Magenta equals pink.
It's like-
All
It's
right.
not. It's
All
really.
right.
It's
It's,
purple.
It really isn't. It's another purple. It's another like purplish pink. All right. Anyways, we're gonna go with the best villain group now, and I already know Joy's gonna pick CP9.
you're actually wrong.
Was it the Doflamingo family?
Yeah, Doflamingo family. Is
Yeah.
Don Quixote.
I'm sorry, Nick.
All right. Go ahead.
Senior
It feels
Pink,
betrayed.
bro.
Senior Pink is the best.
Hey.
Is the best.
Oh,
family
yes.
member. I would
Honestly,
agree with you.
Bro, that is one of the greatest characters in the entire series. Thank you, Oda. You didn't need to do that.
Okay, mine is the world government.
Ooh,
Oh, that
okay.
was my second choice. I hate you.
It's the world government because they're so mysterious, and I just want to know so much more about them. And like, why are they doing this? It'll come up later, but like one of my
That's not
favorite
true.
mysteries as you can probably tell by what I'm going to say, is linked to the world government. They have like this much power,
Hell yeah.
and I want to know why. And why do they insist on having this like I don't know how to pronounce it.
Totalitarian.
Yes. Sorry. This
No
Stalinist
problem.
government, and I want to know why. What are they so scared of?
The will of D.
Feels 7 moons, man.
All right.
All right, Nick, you gonna go?
Okay, so my favorite villain group is, I was going to say,
Never heard of that one. I was going to say
no, I was gonna pick
Eam. It's probably Eam. Eam-sama.
No,
Eam is a
Probably
group
I
in
was
and of
gonna say
itself.
the world government because of all the character. Like we have so many good characters in the world government, but I would think it is CP9. I just think they all had. I just love the fact that, like, again, that was the last time we all had one-on-one fights with all the Straw Hats. They were just all, like, every fight and every character in that was, like, they were all hilarious. Like, I did not laugh. I think I laughed at, like, every fight, with them. I just think they're, like, a crew of, like, hilarious people. They all, like, I feel like all of them matched the Straw Hats, like 1v1, and I don't know. I feel like this is my.
I really do enjoy CP9, though. I can completely understand. In fact, one of my favorite members of CP9, nobody really talks about him.
Kumadori? Yes.
My boy Kumadori.
Like Kaku, his
Yo yoy.
Dude, Kumadori is badass.
Kaku was his Xbox form.
Man, don't even get me started.
All right, did we all go?
I respect it.
I agree with Nick here. CP9. I feel like every single member of it was just great. Kumadori, Khalifa, Lucci, of course, Kaku. Except for maybe the beanbag guy. Where Doflamingo family, it was lacking in some areas, primarily the flag guy, I forget his name, and Gladius was underwhelming as well.
I like the designs from the
Diamante
Doflamingo.
Sanchez.
I think I like the
Monte,
Doflamingo family
that's it.
designs better, but I just hate the idea that Oda used fruits that we already had, and I understand they're like the better version, but at the same time it's just like, oh, we've already seen this, and honestly, like, it could have used like a better fruit. That in my eyes, like, he was like, you could have, like, dude, you have like an infinite amount of things that you could like try to do.
To be fair, it was sort of copying Alabasta, so that's why he had the ton fruit and the pop fruit instead of kilo and bomb.
Oh boy, Senor Pink had the swim fruit.
Yes, Senor Pink is better than pretty much anything in CP9. I will say that.
He was so manly.
So hard boiled.
Oh man.
All right, let's
I guess
go.
that's-
Oh, go ahead. Did you want to say something else?
No. I said I guess that's the end of that one.
All right. Saddest backstory,
Brooks.
I gotta go with Chopper on this one.
Brooks.
Really, Chopper?
I completely agree with Brooke.
I would say
God.
Brooke is my second favorite, but I would
No.
second saddest.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
imagine being 50 years alone on a ship.
And then-
after your
Brooks was
entire
so
crew
sad
died
just because
around
of
you.
length.
Like, you watched all of your friends die while you were playing a song, and you have that recorded. Like, you have your friends dying recorded, and that's, like, your only thing that you have.
And
For
then you're
50
stuck
years.
in the middle of, you don't know, you can't even get out of where you are. And then
And then
you try to get out, and then you get your shadow stolen. You step into the light, you're disintegrated. So now you have to stay in the fog.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't see any panties.
Thank you. Thank you for that added bit.
That's the most tragic part right there.
No, I was bawling with Brooks' backstory.
So for me, the reason why I say Chopper is
Here, look.
I think it's for me like thinking you're doing something right and then like like hey, I made this medicine. All right, I'll try it. And you killed like the one person that like you know trained you, the guy who took you in and everything. Honestly, Dr. Hero Luke is probably one of my favorite side characters, and like his speech and everything, so good. That's
Amanda.
exactly that speech. It's just too great. So yeah.
I do respect the speech.
Speech was good.
All right, Joy or Harrison?
Mine is Dolphy's, or I guess like sort of bleeds over into Cortison's flashback as well, with Doflamingo having to kill his father. He had to kill his brother, all just because they were getting in his way, and it's just
He had to. He just wanted to because they were in his way.
Mhm. Like you just see Dolphy slowly degrading into his current form of the psychotic bastard, and it's just it was depressing to see the destruction of someone.
I knew someone was gonna say it. I didn't know who though.
I do like Dolphy's backstory.
backstory.
I just hate where like he meets like Treble, and he's like, "You're the reincarnation of evil," and it's like, what? Like what? I didn't like that part.
I mean,
Well,
you can probably.
that's just Treble in general, man.
Treble is weird.
I don't know. It just reminded me of Friday the 13th, where like Mike Myers killed like only like
He's like his
three people,
mom.
and the doctor's like, he's the incarnation of evil. It's like there's been worser people in the world. Like it's not that bad. He only killed 4. I mean, he is bad, but he's only killed 4 people. There's a lot more like worse people out there.
True. Damn.
Is that all we got for backstory?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, I thought we were waiting on Harrison, but he said Doflamingo. Wait, Joy, what's yours? Yours is Brooke.
I said Brooke
Is it
earlier.
Brooke?
Yeah.
All right. So this one's a little bit fun. Just best One Piece couple, real or headcanon?
I wonder who Joy's gonna pick.
He's gonna pick Zoro for Sanji. Or
Oh God!
Ooh, we're not.
No
yaoi.
yaoi, please, for the love of
the
God.
artist for the One
Get
Piece
out.
podcast always draws like Sanji and Zoro together, and I'm just like,
God damn.
I mean, it's whatever. She can draw whatever she wants. I personally think I see Zoro with someone else, and that's Robin for me. I think
Disappointment.
Zoro and Robin,
Disappointment.
I absolutely love them together. Like the amount of times like Zoro has like saved Robin, I'm just like, yo, like, you tap that Zoro, like, come on, like, hurry up.
Very interesting. I'm not a fan of that, but
What?
I'm completely with Joy on this one. I see Zoro with someone.
Mhm.
Tashigi? You're gonna see Zoro
No,
with
it's not Tashigi. That's even worse.
Zora's alone. That's
what do you mean?
With the
Tashigi doesn't exist. There's no war. Bossing that.
It's Zoro with his 4th sword.
that was
Jesus.
so creepy. That episode of Avatar was so creepy.
It really was. Anyway, Luffy Boa.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
I agree with. Look, Luffy.
I
The
just
only
want Boa to be happy.
the
Just
only
imagine
relationship Luffy's going to be in is his meat, or the meat. His meat.
Alright.
just imagine the kind
There's
of
something to tell
content
us
we
then.
would get if Luffy and Boa got together. Just imagine how Boa would act.
If that's not how it ends, I'm done, dude. I'm gonna be
Luffy's just
pissed.
like, I can stretch any part of my body.
I like when they were in Amazon living. It's like you can. It
My
stretches.
family jewels.
It's little mushroom stretches.
Honestly.
It's attached to him.
All right. Who's next? I feel like we're all
Okay.
gonna have different answers.
Zoro X Perona.
Okay.
No.
That's all you guys got? All right.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
It's definitely
What?
Corona,
Okay,
man.
Robin.
Yo, he's closer to Robin than he's Perona.
He was on an island alone with Mihawk and Perona for 2 years. You don't think they know each other well?
I think that
I'm
if
sure Zoro
if
got low.
Zoro saw Perona again, he would just be like, "Oh, who's that?"
Perona escorted him back to Sabaody.
Yeah, I still see that.
I think Perona's Mihawk's girl. To be fair.
Yeah,
All right,
dude,
nobody's
dude,
gonna
he's-
Well,
respond to
but
that.
I
Okay.
just think Perona Zoro.
But I can see it.
All right,
Winter.
Joy.
What?
Oh, who's?
Joey said Boa Luffy.
Oh yeah, he was. All right,
Mine's Boa Luffy too.
you
Oh,
guys
God
are
damn it.
losers.
Hey.
You two are the same person. It's just Pyro all over again.
Hey. We had different villains,
You
okay?
guys are losers. That's obviously like the only one that everyone thinks.
Hey,
You
know what?
Hey man, when you're a Luffy stan and you like Boa as much as I do,
I am a Luffy stan.
it's only natural.
Wait, you're a Luffy.
I am a giant Luffy stan. I just think
I
he
like-
loves
I like-
meat too much.
I think it.
You better not say Luffy
Zoro,
Nami.
Robin.
No.
You better not say that.
No.
No, ew, no.
Nami's with Jinbei. Imagine.
That's really weird. Holy shit. Okay.
Exactly. All right, let's get that out of the way. That was horrible. All right, so best character design.
It's
Any character.
That's tough.
between Bonchan and Ivanka.
Dude, Ivankov's head is like 2/3 of his body.
That's because he has the head enlarging hormone. That's like
Yeah,
in attacks.
but I'm probably gonna go with Bonchan because it's Bonchan, okay?
All right.
He is a swan. He is an Okama legend.
All right. Joy.
So for me, it's either like current Dofi that we have right now. Dude,
In the shackles
in
in
the
the prison.
shackles in the prison
well-
thing.
well, not current. I hate you. Not literal current Dofi, but like current
Feather Boa.
look, I guess. But he looks great. But
I still don't know what version of
also,
Dofi you're
before I
talking
seen Kaido's legs, I thought Kaido.
Oh my god.
about. I still don't know what version.
This man
of Dofi
skipped
you're
leg
talking
day,
about.
like, for real.
Oh, Kaido's legs make me sad.
All right. My favorite is. You guys probably already know it. It's Katakuri. Dude, the man showed up and, like. You were just like, dude, what is this guy gonna look like? The man showed up. Someone has an echo.
What the heck?
Oh. The man showed up in, like, sleeveless, like, vest, not even tight. He has like the scarf around his neck. He's got spikes. He's got leather everywhere. This man got the spur boots. Dude, like, he's like the definition of, like, the dark, gritty, edgy character. Like, the way he is just like, oh, man. He's such a good, like, when you first see him, you're just like, yo, this is Katakuri? He's a badass.
I completely agree with you there. He's definitely a top 3 for me. I'd like to give an honorable mention to Perona, just because I like the goth lolly aesthetic, and pink hair, which is always a bonus.
All right. I can agree with that.
Pink hair.
Goth lolly.
Yes, gothic
She's not
lolita. It's
lolly.
great. It's a style. It's not okay. Whatever.
You wouldn't
I
understand.
mean, to be fair, it kind of is. It's like, I understand what you're talking about with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
No love.
for real favorite character design, Senor Pink.
What a man.
okay.
What a god.
Okay.
Like this man wears a bonnet, a pacifier, and has aviator sunglasses.
And a
Good
diaper.
Only Oda. Only Oda.
Exactly.
Only Oda.
And he is a fucking badass.
He's so great. Beautiful.
Oh man.
It's touching. Alright, we moving on.
Devil fruits.
Damn.
That.
Wait,
Ha!
we all gave
This
our
is a really
designs?
easy one for me.
Yeah, same.
Wait, we all gave away our designs already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I feel like we're always missing one. All right.
No.
You need to pay attention more.
I know. I'm really bad. I also I just need to I'm also like when you guys are talking, I'm staring at my dog. I'm just like, what is he doing?
Stop staring at doggo.
I have to, because he could be biting on something that I don't want him to bite on.
Okay, devil. Who's going first?
Hold up.
It's actually really hard for me to choose which one I like the most. I have 3 that I really like.
Same.
I already know mine. Go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine is the Yami Yami no Mi.
Okay.
And I've said this before.
I like this. That's cool. Hell yeah.
I just love
Any
it.
particular reason?
So, like, I've always been like this. Anyways, I've always been a person who likes to
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I know. Hold up. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, I've always been, like, that kind of person who likes the kind of the darker magic kind of shit. And I was like,
Edgy.
oh, yeah, I'm so edgy. Look
Very
at
much.
me. Look at me with my big boots. Not really. I'm just. Anyways, it's just
I didn't catch that.
a whole like. It just appealed to me, like the whole power thing. Like, it's a black hole basically, and he can like cancel out devil fruits. But the consequence is that he's a Logia, but he can still be hit because of the gravity that he's made out of. So he can still be
Hell
hit,
yeah.
and he's very weak. But Blackbeard just pulls it off, so it's just like he doesn't need his weaknesses kind of pushed away because he just protects it so well. It was great.
Someone's echoing, by the way. Oh. Nope, never mind. We're good
Okay,
now.
we good.
Damn. So I
Joey,
guess
you
I'll
wanna
go
go
next. I have 3 that I really, really like a lot. So I guess first off, I really like the pawpaw fruit, dude.
Just broke
That-
as crap.
I love that fruit so much. Like, it's busted. It's, I don't know, dude. You can literally create air cannons from just tapping your fist in the air. It's broken. I don't know what to say by that. I guess next is the Goro Goro or the Rumble Rumble fruit. Enel's
Enel.
fruit. My boy Enel has. I really like the element lightning. I've always thought it's the coolest out of everything. So when we seen that for the first time, I loved it. It was so cool. It was he was literally the strongest character, like up until Marineford. And I don't know.
This man just like
Last one, I guess. This is my all-time favorite. The Gomu Gomu no Mi, boy.
Basic.
Such a badass fruit, dude.
Everything
There's so much you
stretches,
can do with
Michael.
rubber.
Just imagine though, guys. Like, you guys are all men. Everything
Hell
stretches.
yeah.
Everything stretches. So you
Everything.
can.
Dude, you can. This is literally one of the best things. You literally can't break bones. That's so good.
Well, hockey.
Dude, I can just launch myself off a cliff and I'll be fine. That's literally one of the first things I do, too.
All right, let's test this out. I'm just gonna drop from up here.
Honestly. No, dude, I'd launch myself. I'd do like I'd do a rocket and I'd like hit myself of a tree and go flying into like a crevice or maybe into the Grand Canyon. But
I'm
it's
back.
just it's a very what's that word?
Versatile.
Versatile, yes. Fruit. It's I don't know. I can't describe it enough.
I do think that if anyone had that fruit other than Luffy, though, it would not be used nearly to as great of an extent as it is. I mean,
Felt
just
that.
like Luffy, applying freaking blood doping to it. His legs, his pumps, and he's got other gears, gear fourth, gear third, inflating yourself. It'd be very different. People would probably just stick to stretching the entire time.
I could think of a few ways to use it.
Okay, Nick.
All right.
Like I said, you guys are all men.
What's? I mean, I guess you can like inflate your boobs. I don't know. It makes not yours, but like at girls. All right. So George was and L's. What's everyone else's?
No.
Oh, I heard an L. Who said an L?
Joy had freaking 3.
Yeah,
I had
so we
3 because I couldn't
No.
decide.
Wow. What were they? The Luffy's.
Papa, Goro, and Goma.
All right. Did everyone else go?
I haven't gone yet.
Just me.
All right. Wait. You said Death Trap has gone? Sorry, Summer.
Yeah.
I've gone. I've gone.
What was yours?
Yami Yami no Mi.
All right. Harrison.
All right, so I have 3 as well.
No.
Yes.
Do one.
No, I'm doing freaking 3. All right, and you can't stop me. 2 of them are kind of the same. Now you have the Hihi no Mi, which is Aokiji's, and then you have the Yuki Yuki no Mi, which is Monet's. I've always liked ice.
Interesting choice.
I've always liked ice abilities, so naturally Aokiji's is straight up ice, so that appealed to me. But I feel like he's definitely got more power behind it. One problem with Aokiji's though is that he can't like straight up make ice. It's more freezing things. That's why when he was fighting Luffy right after Long Ring Longland, he had to like pick up some pieces. He had like to pick up some blades of grass and toss them in the air. Then he could freeze them into an ice sword. Fairly limited in that regard. Whereas Yuki Yuki no Mi, you can straight up make snow, make a whole bunch of it. And I feel like Monet really underutilized it. Had a lot more potential than what she used it for.
I can see that.
Bro, I can't even remember what she did with it. She just created like snow clones.
She made like a blizzard.
Exactly, like underutilized fruits.
Very lame utilization.
I could agree.
And then lastly, the other one is Marco's fruit, the Phoenix fruit.
Ooh.
The Tori no Mi, and
Model
that is
Phoenix.
It's a
mine.
model sheet.
Oh, it's Phoenixes are just cool in general, and then Marco with his healing fire, making him pretty much invincible, unless he's
Cough, Kizaru cough.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's mine as well. I just think it had one of the best introductions. I do think like it looks cool, like a light blue, like Phoenix, and it also keeps his sunglasses. It keeps his glasses. You never noticed that, like, and it's so amazing in his hybrid form. Like it's like he just has wings. He can have like wings and then like the little like I don't want to say claw. I guess claws and like the
Talons.
yeah talons.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
legs, yeah.
And like I just think it looks so cool, and like it's effects and everything, like how like it heals, and it makes sense because he's a doctor, so
Yeah, it doesn't burn. That's kind of dope.
Something else cool about the Phoenix fruit is that like it kind of combines elements of all the other devil fruit types. Like it's a Zoan, so you can transform it to a full Phoenix form, but then also attacks can just pass straight through you like you're a Logia. Plus, you
Yeah.
can off, which is more of a paramecia type power. So it sort of combines all these three different aspects together.
Hmm.
Indeed.
And I wouldn't say he has like a traditional hybrid form. It's more like he can transform different parts of his body at will. But he does have the full Phoenix form, which he uses occasionally.
Oh man.
All right. Next up is favorite mystery.
Ooh,
Void
spooky.
Century.
Same.
Oh man. What?
It's the
Favorite
Void
Just
mystery.
Century.
the Void Sentry in general.
Interesting.
My favorite things are like flashbacks and history, so this is my crack cocaine that I can't reach.
I think I would love to agree with that very much.
It's one of them, but I wouldn't say it's like my
Um,
top.
I can't choose one. There's so many good ones.
You're lame.
Like Void Century, Satellites, the Seven Satellites, the Will of D, the Thriller Bark, fucking things. Just Joy Boy entirely. The weapons. There's so many, and I can't choose.
Why Luffy and Roger could talk to Sea Kings. They
Well,
could-
yeah, the will of the voice of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Eam.
Yeah.
Even in general.
For me, if I had to pin it down to one, I'd probably say it is who was Joy Boy. Like, cause I think for the
It's Joy.
Void Century, I
Yeah, it's
don't.
Joey. He's right here. You
Shut
can
up.
talk to him.
For the Void Century, I feel like we already know it's going to be. The Marines did some. I think for me, it's like they wiped out the civilization. And they did like horrible things during that century, and they like voided it. They're like, all right, no one's gonna know what we did. I feel like that's just like the gist of it. Like now, to what extent they did everything and what exactly did they do, we don't know. I just think that, but like I want to know who Jorbay was. Like I honestly don't know. So
I want to know why he was apologizing.
I think he apologized because he was the one who betrayed the civilization, and he was like, "Wait, what did I just do?"
Or it's because like he promised.
That's
them
also that could also be it.
Yeah. But what about the great kingdom, though? The one that ruled over for like
That's
800 years.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what the heck is its name, and why was just knowing its name so dangerous?
There's just so many mysteries in it. It's kind of hard to choose one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. We all got that out. We got that one. All right, favorite scene.
This is okay. This one's hard.
This one was hard. This one was hard as well.
There's so many.
Um. Yes. Oh, I know. Seeing Kuma at the Reverie.
That
I heard.
Wait, that's your favorite scene? That's like your favorite scene.
Yes. Cause just like, oh my god, and it opens
What
up
have
so
they done
many
to him?
questions. Like, why? Why is Kuma given himself to the government? Like, why? And why has he gone? Like, made it come so
Order
far?
66.
Order 66. All right. Who else wants to go?
Oh, dude!
All right.
I have
here's,
4.
like, my top 10 scenes. Nah, only do 2. Only do 2.
I'm only gonna say 2.
Two.
Yeah. So I guess the first one would be when Jinbei left the Big Mom Pirates.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
I love that scene so much. Just why? Oh fuck! was like, why should I fear a Yonko when I'm gonna be on the Pirate King ship? That was dope. I know I butchered that line, but it's fine.
That's okay.
Close
And
enough. We got the
then-
gist.
So my favorite line is so you're Blackbeard. And Luffy stands right in front of Blackbeard after he realized that he was the one that did everything and sent Ace to the Marines.
That's
I
a good
don't know.
moment. Harrison?
The entire scene in dang it, what's it called? In the Saboti auction house where Luffy punches the shit out of Charlos.
Respect.
Oh, that's another good one. That is tied for my top 2. All right. So that one, I'm very rebellious, and I just like that whole scene because everyone knows it's like, all right, like we can't mess with the celestial dragon. Like, and I love how all like everyone knew that. Like even Kid was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like even I won't do that. and like, and he was considered to be like the
The worst.
yeah, the
Who's the
worst one. I would say no. I'd probably say Luffy was. We don't know what Kid really did during his. I
Kid
would say
like slaughtered villages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
was
they missed
specifically the
no,
reason why he had a higher
so,
bounty.
No. So I agree with that, but I would also think like since Luffy went into like Ennie's lobby, like he kind of like toppled like he kind of
Orange.
ousted a warlord who was working with the government, and like now everyone's like, oh yeah, the warlord's like, wait, he took over an entire kingdom, and he was under supervision of the government. Like he ousted like that, and it's just like, I feel like those are bigger deals. I feel like those would be bigger deals to the world government than like just like random villages getting slaughtered. You know what I mean? And so like
I mean, if you do it enough times.
well, of course. But it was like like he's like, whoa, like I wouldn't even do that, and then he just like walks up and just hits him, and like I feel like the animation for that was so good, how it just cuts to black and white.
He hit him so hard the colors flew off.
Yeah, right. He went back to the manga, and then tied for that is it goes back to like like my favorite arc, his lobby, Water 7, and it's like the I want to live moment. I just feel like that is so good. Like all like 6 of them like standing right in front of them looking up, and it's like like burn down that flag,
Yep.
and like, and it's like Luffy's just like take it like no, like you can die, I can care less what you do, like, but you're dying like with like in our hands, like you're dying with us, that's just such a good moment. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a good moment. Did everyone went? Yep, I think so. All right, for our favorite scene. Okay, most shocking moment.
Okay. Define shocking.
When you were like, holy crap.
Back in the
All
lab
right.
emotions.
All right. So I guess the first one that comes to mind is when
Rise
Inarashi Nekomamushi with Raizo is alive.
Oh.
is safe. That was a good moment.
Is safe.
Raizo's
Yeah,
safe.
my bad.
That
That was a good moment.
was a good moment. I will admit that is also one of my favorites.
I was genuinely shocked. I was like, nah, he's not here. But nope.
Yeah, he can't be. Wait a minute.
I was like, no, they're the homies.
My favorite shocks. God, this is actually one that like I forgot to like put in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Me
So
too.
I would probably one of my favorite moments is when it's like when you finally meet Rayleigh for the first time, and it's like all of a sudden the things comes. It's like he was the first mate of the Pirate King, and it's like wait, hold up, what?
Yeah, and you see in the buggy flashback too.
Another
Oh
one was
yeah.
like Laugh Tale, like when you finally like get the name of it. That's gonna be good in the anime. That's like an episode.
He
Like,
didn't laugh. I love that edit, dude. It's so
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
but I would probably go back to Rayleigh, just like, it's like former first mate of the Roger Pirates, and you're like, wait a minute, no way, Luffy's gonna
Oh,
be
I just
him.
thought of a really good moment. I'm so sad.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kaido's introduction.
Oh, that is a good
Oh
one as
yes.
well.
Where it didn't look
Oh,
like
it's
his
so
legs were
good.
short.
And it looked like he was like
Bro,
the size of a skyscraper.
hands down, that is one of the greatest introductions. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, of course.
Oh, dude. Let's start the greatest war the world has ever seen.
100% agree.
All right, I have an interesting one for this. We got the Big Mom flashback and her eating Mother Caramel.
What?
Okay.
Okay, look, I know this is a weird one, but you look at that. You see Big Mom, she's eating her freaking semlac, killing giants, by the way. Um, and then she's horking everything down, and she looks up, and everyone is gone. You think, oh my god, she just ate a fucking orphanage.
Yeah, right.
She was hungry.
Oh, man.
Very hungry.
Yeah, like, what the heck? She ate an entire orphanage and Mother Caramel and stole her devil fruit by doing that.
Oh, man. What a moment.
For
What
real.
a fucking moment.
No one ever talks about this. It is ridiculous.
Alright.
I think we like to gloss it over, to be
Exactly.
honest with
Like, no, she just fucking ate a person. Not one, but like 10 kids.
And an old lady wanted to sell her.
Exactly. My word. All right, Winter, you're up.
Alrighty. So, mine would be the what's the word for it? Blackbeard coming out with 2 fruits. After
Thank
Whitebeard
God
died.
someone mentioned that.
Oh yeah, fuck. How did
you.
we
I'm
forget
nodding
that?
furiously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he literally just rewrote like the rules of a system. That was since Ennie's Lobby, right? You know, you can't eat 2 devil fruits.
Or you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Comes out
Explode.
and just breaks the rules out of nowhere.
Oh, man. Blackbeard's awesome.
oh, it's like, wait, what? What? Why are they covering Whitebeard with a dark cloth?
And then he's like, my plan. If this doesn't work, we're disbanding, right? It's like, okay.
So yeah, right. What if it's like
shocked
Blackbeard,
me
just
in
like
the
you just hear like a
bones.
thump,
He's like,
and
"Oh,
they open it,
fuck."
and like he's just like laying there dead, and it's like crap. We didn't think this would happen. Oh well.
Falls over, brings Whitebeard down with him.
I would have laughed so hard. Or like he's like he gets the 2 devil fruits. He's like, I'm the most powerful man in the world, and he actually like taps like Whitebeard. Whitebeard just like falls on him and like, breaks his neck because he's so big.
Or like he uses the fruit and he fucking like he opens up like water underneath him. He falls into the water. Oh man.
All right, so we got all that covered. What's the next on the list?
Sexiest male / female character.
Sexiest male is Senior Pink. Sexiest female is Boa Hancock.
You know, I would love to disagree, but I can't.
You can't. You just can't.
It's impossible. Hey man, young Senor Pink was something else.
He was.
That's
So
a good looking
hard-boiled.
dude.
For me, sexiest female. Oh no, I'll go with for male. It's got to be Kata Curry, man. Man just like
This man
shows
named
up.
Just
Gay
suck
for
his dick
Kata
while you're
Curry.
at it.
Man just shows up in like leather and he's just like, yeah, I'm a badass. Yeah, I'm the Fonz. It's like a fucking radio, like a player, like a record player.
See, like, Senior Pink is so confident in himself and he's so manly that he can wear a diaper, a pacifier, and a bonnet out in public, and still girls are
And it
taking off their bras
works.
for him. Girls take off their bras for him. They just fly off.
He's hard boiled. And then the sexiest girls, it's a tie between, you know, my girls Robin and Koala.
Oh, I do like koala.
Like,
What?
uh-oh.
Oh god, Joey's become a robot.
Robot Joy.
Oh no.
Am I back? Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
you are. Yeah, you are.
Yep, there we go.
I was like, I don't know what happened. But
You just hear the
It's
birds
interesting
chirping
choice.
and it's just silence for like 5 seconds.
Yes.
but Boa is you know,
The best.
yeah.
She looks
She-
down.
Boa and
So-
Viola.
Look, so far down, she's looking up, man.
Honestly.
I do agree. Bo is definitely the sexiest female, but I want to give an honorable mention to Baby 5 just because I like her so much.
Alright, I can
I
respect
mean,
that.
it would probably be Megan would probably be able to get her.
Hey, look, she just wants to be useful, man. That's
She
great.
wants to be used.
She wants
She
to
wants to be used.
remember she was useless in her whole flashback thing, and now she's married to Sai.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
But who is that yours then? Because I thought you said that was respect.
No, Boa's definitely number one. Like you can't be Boa.
Mm-mm.
But yes, Baby 5 deserves an honorable mention just for being Baby.
I guess I have to honorable mentions to Robin, man.
Yes, she's my second.
Fucking garage. Is very nice, but we need to bring back the cowboy hat.
Cowboy.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Out
No,
cowboy
I
hat,
prefer
to be
the cowboy
honest.
hat as well.
But here's the thing, though. She's got only a towel wrapped around her, like only like a little cloth covering her.
Hey man, I'm fine with that.
Doesn't mean she also can't wear a cowboy hat.
It doesn't work with it. Because
She
she's
can
got
make,
sunglasses.
Robin can
on.
make
No, she's
anything
got-
work.
No, the sunglasses. What about her dress rosa attire?
What was that again?
She can get it no matter what she's wearing.
She had like that
Even if she's wearing nothing.
really short
Exactly.
dress that went up to like really high on her thighs, and then like the big poofy
Oh.
like law hat without the dots, and then sunglasses.
Mm,
Hmm.
All that.
mm, hmm.
I'm
Yeah, I know
gonna do
what
some
you're talking
research.
All right. And then for, the last question, guys. We made it. Yay! All right. If you could be a part of any pirate crew besides the Straw Hats, which one would you be in?
Oof.
Um,
Fuck.
I said the Heart Pirates just because it was the best alternative to being a Straw Hat.
And you know, what am I saying? I have a perfect one for it.
what?
So yeah.
Yeah.
The Roger Pirates.
You're
Come on, man.
lame.
That's cheating.
You're lame.
Bro, you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me you would not love to be on the
So
Roger
I
Pirates.
would, but I
That would be
figured
awesome.
that would be like cheating as well, just because like it's like that's like end goal. That is a good answer
I'm
though.
using my resources.
If I had to choose not the Straw Hats or the Roger Pirates, I would probably choose. I just like the whole idea of like the main crew of the Whitebeard Pirates, just like all you guys are like family. I just like that whole.
Yeah, but then you also get your ass kicked by Blackbeard in the Payback War.
Alright. And
So,
if I was there,
is it my turn now?
And Weevil.
Alright.
if I
Hey,
was
you know
there.
what? I think if there's one thing that we've learned this episode is that Nick
I
is
did-
gay, at least for Katakuri, and he
yes.
joined Whitebeard's crew, where Whitebeard literally says, hop on my dick and call me daddy."
Yeah.
So, mine would be Shanks' crew.
That's a good one.
Another good one.
Hell yeah. Shanks is dope. I wish we had more screen time.
Very true. What was he doing at Reverie?
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Talking to world government.
Yeah, just having a nice chat.
Of course.
About
goes
a
up to the-
certain
It's like, what's up?
Blackbeard
Haven't seen
individual.
you guys in forever.
just walks up to the Gorosei like, "Hey, how about that weather today?"
Pretty good. Birds are chirping.
All right.
Sun is shining.
Who hasn't gone yet?
No, and I think that's it.
All right.
Okay. I have another question though.
All right.
Go
Bonus
for it.
round.
To address.
Huh?
I think this is a question that we need to address. Favorite
Go ahead.
Straw Hats, go.
Luffy.
Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy. It's gonna be Luffy.
I don't think that's a question.
Okay.
Easy.
It's too good
How
of
about
a-
like this? Favorite Straw Hat besides.
Zoro.
Luffy. There's no other answer, dude.
Besides Luffy, Sanji.
Brooke.
I guess Jinbei.
Mine is Brooke.
I guess I'm basic. I guess.
You really are.
I guess.
This man
I'm
said
not gonna
Zoro.
insult. I'm
Like,
not gonna insult the
Jesus.
Zoro stands, but
Ooh.
Zoro's
I'm
just
the
like the
only
best.
person
He's just the
favorite
best character
Brooke.
in the Straw Hats besides Luffy.
Brooke is a skeleton that plays music, okay?
All right.
Like, Brook is freaking awesome. He has a solid ice sword and a cane. It's great.
Honestly, he's also the fastest Straw Hat, by the way.
Oh yeah, he does have a light speed cut.
No, as in like the fastest
He can
runner.
run on water.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
can run with Laboon now.
Yeah. Right. All right. Let's. That's a good one. Let's round things off.
damn.
I thought
it's
we'd
been an
sharp it
hour and
off.
42 minutes. This has been a long one, boys.
It is. It's the
Mhm.
longest one. It's an hour and a half. Or actually, almost 40 minutes. But
Jesus.
this has been Four Emperors Podcast, episode 3. Thank you guys for listening. You know, just give us a like and support us if you're still, watching. Everyone, where can people find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter
At?
at DeathTrap1515. I have the Jolene profile pic.
Okay. Joy.
Jolene's great.
Mine's in the description. You can look there.
Same.
I mean, yeah, it's in the description.
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
out.
why do we need to say this again?
Yeah,
know,
why
it's-
do we
There, just check the description
it adds
if you
length.
guys
It adds
actually
length,
watch this
guys.
part.
It adds length.
check the description if you actually care?
For real.
And if you make it this far.
If you're real
Yeah.
fans,
For real fans.
Only real fans are gonna sit through an hour and 40 minutes of awkward silence.
Yeah, right?
real fans check the description.
Of course. All right. Guys, thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and also happy Sunday. Bye, everyone.
This ain't going up on Sunday.
You're right, it isn't. But whatever. We recorded.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
He's gonna be mad now.